Incremental routines. Today, I have a quick tip for you today. Sometimes I use SuperMemo. That is not exactly incremental routing. It's just going through a document, but I still want the flow to use extracts and close deletion. Okay, so this is what I call flat. It's because it's nothing, there are no concepts, it's just folders. And it's something that is limited in time. So I just want a list of flashcards, but instead of like in Anki, that I will do this manually, and in sequence, no, I actually want to use SuperMemo. So I will do the interruptions and the linear flow, but once I'm done, I want the list. Okay, here is some example. Without a hotkey, some shortcuts here and there. Okay, so how to do that? So let me load an older backup. Let's say this one. Okay, I will be using this. I have a glossary from a book called Cognitive Neuroscience. And what happened? That this is very dummy because it's just every single time, it's just itself. Because I did a split. And then I did a close deletion every single time. So this pollutes a lot. And I don't like this, like in folders. And what happens? I have about 1,999. But how many are items? 458. I have more folders than actual items. So if I do care, I want to flatten this. So I will move this to a branch, which would be itself, by the way. Cool. And now I want to delete the folders. So I select all of the folders but one and move all of them to that other folder. So now I can delete this in one single command. But just in case I want to confirm, so I open this on the browser, filter items. It's cool, there are no items. I do this because in SuperMemo you cannot undo this, so be sure before deleting. Then I just delete this. It will delete all of the children, that's why I move those. Instead of, if I don't do it, SuperMemo will prompt me every single time. This is useful when it's a finite element, like this. Okay, it was a closed number of entries in a glossary, so there's nothing I can add. I will never add anything in this branch. And as you see the stats, the total element count has been decreasing. Nice. So look at that. Now, before I had 999, now it's 459. And I don't care about the flattening the hierarchy because everything comes from the same place. I haven't had any meaningful hierarchy here. It was just for the sake of the split and create the items. I suggest this to do it once you're done, obviously. So once you have done all of the entries in glossary, so you only have items and folders. You can quickly check. Let me go with another case. Oh, nice. It's a good example. It says, okay, I think I'm done. Oh, let's actually check it. So filter by topics and then filter by memorized. In this case, there's one. I can see it right away because it's only 22 elements and it fits the screen. If I have like 1,000, like before, I won't see all of the contents visually. So I need to click. It's just next to each other, the icons. It's, oh shoot, I had those. Select, okay. Then I will make the close deletion. I will reformulate later. Now I'm done. Now I know I'm done, for sure. So now it's time to do the same thing. Open this to the browser, select only items, move those, move branch, same place. And now select all of the folders, but the last one. I usually use the second to the last. I move to the first, but you can do it any other way around. Now delete this, all of the folders, and you're done. I wouldn't do it like this. In this case, it's kind of an overkill because, I mean, it's how many? It's just 21 because it's counting the folder. But before, having 1,000 of having a 400 and something, and I have done this several times. I got the element count in my collection for a few thousand with no loss because this, I don't want hierarchy here. It's not meaningful, this hierarchy. Unlike some other, I don't know, some other place. That, oh, here I do care because it's inorganic chemistry. I mean, the concept inside chemistry, inside science. Yeah, I don't want to flatten this. I think you get my point. So with this, in my collection, I reduced about 4,000 elements that are actually folders. So a third of my current topics are just folders. Most of them will be meaningful, and I want to keep those when I need the extracts, because I'm a heavy extractor, so I have some levels of hierarchy during extracts. But for this case, that it was just on a split, this hierarchy is not meaningful, and I will be saving tons of folders. Because I want to. There's no requirement. This is absolutely optional, but I do care. I want to minimize this, and if ever I want to export this to any other place, it will be a lot easier as well. And remember, in this case, the maximum is 500 children. See, if I will do this even longer, you will have to split this into, regroup this into folders. But it's unlikely that I have more than 500, and I want to do that. The example I did was the largest one. So nothing more to add today, and see you incrementally.